Let's talk about Jamie and how he has helped me travel inwards, be more self aware, get to know myself better, and most importantly, work through several resistance points and blockages that now I know I had. Uh, he has been helping several of his friends over the years, talking to them and advising them on how to move forward from certain blockages that they have that they might not even be aware of. And honestly, it can sound, especially for someone like me, I've always been very like action oriented. I have always tied my worth to effort. For someone like me, having a conversation about how does it make you feel has always made me feel a bit uncomfortable because I have never really been able to access my emotions in my body. Like, I haven't been present in my body as much. And I've heard all the things, like, the things sometimes Jamie says things like, for example, everything is happening for you, not to you. And it's not like I haven't heard this before. I have heard this before, but it's just, depending on who he's working with, his approach varies. Like with someone like me, initially he had to use a very sledgehammer approach. But I have heard him, and it's changed a lot now. It's a lot softer. It's a lot, it's different now. Because I feel like when I met him 6-7 months ago, I was very different, and I have changed a lot since then, as has he. And we use our relationship as an opportunity to grow. Not just grow together, but also grow individually. And it's, it's like the relationship, at least for me, I can't speak for him, it activates me. I know a lot of people like using the word trigger, but I don't prefer trigger. I prefer activation, because it's what you would call in therapy speak, like your childhood wounds or your trauma or the stories that you carry with you, which you choose to define your identity with. He says, and like, I asked him to push my buttons. It was a conscious choice, and he did. And it's been an interesting journey. It's been a very interesting journey. I wouldn't call him a life coach, because I feel like that's extremely limiting. I wouldn't, it's like saying like a spirituality coach. Again, I feel that we have all these labels to make ourselves comfortable. But for someone to actually have the ability to punch through your blockages on your resistance, that has been very interesting for me. And again, it's not just about what Jamie has done, it's also about where I was. And I was at a place where I was open to being more self-aware. I was open to receiving. I was open to getting to know myself more. I was open to getting cracked open. I was open to losing my mind, because we identify ourselves with our mind, our body. It's like, oh, I'm that girl who got divorced, or I'm so and so who had a miscarriage, or I'm that person whose mom died when I was 5, or I'm that person who had a car accident when I was 18, or these are stories that we carry from our past, and these are parts of our identities. And I forgot what I was talking about, but he punches through those identities and those beliefs, because our beliefs create our reality. And it's, for someone like me, that was a hard one to accept, or just to be able to change your beliefs, or be aware that every belief is a choice, or be aware of self-responsibility and self-accountability, and be aware of things like victim consciousness and how insidious it can be. Um, Jamie has really helped me with that kind of stuff, and we've had many, many evenings where we've sat together and talked about this thing, and he's pushed my buttons and I've challenged him, and I've pushed back and he's pushed back, and honestly, I'm not even sure how we are even still talking to each other. Forget dating. You can go to his profile and DM him and reach out to him if you would like to have a chat with him. I'm not really sure about his pricing yet, but he is open and very available. He regularly talks to some of his friends. He does rideshare, so he gets to talk to people from all over the world. He is very interested in spirituality and Indian culture, and honestly, it's difficult for me to slot him in that sense. I think I've said that to him since the beginning. Like, I don't know where to put you. So even in terms of if you had to look at him as, what is he selling? I'm not really sure. But whatever he's doing, it works. So it's, even as someone like me who's advised a lot of businesses and people to build their personal brands and what they can package to sell, etc., I'm not really sure yet what it is that we can package when it comes to Jamie, because Jamie is Jamie. That's why even his bio is divine being having a human experience, because that's all of us. And he doesn't believe in separation. He believes in something he calls I, and I'm, again, not really into all that stuff yet because I don't get it yet. Comprehension is different. Sometimes I've said that he exists in a different reality than the one that I exist in, which is kind of true also, because his beliefs shape his reality and my beliefs shape my reality. It's been a very interesting ride. So talking with Jamie has definitely helped get me along on my journey of getting to know myself better. And I don't know, he might be able to help you as well if you're open to it. If you are open to it and you are telling the universe that I'm here for it, then I feel like Jimmy is a great starting point. And not everything he's going to say is going to be nice, and he's not going to mollycoddle you, and yeah, so be prepared for that.